Alright, 300. Now, this movie made me fall in love with Greek culture, Spartan culture, the Battle of Thermopylae. Literally after that movie, that when it first came out, I looked up everything about it, looked up Greek culture, looked up Greek mythology, Spartans, their mythology. If you love history, you'll love 300 because it's about a true story about how King Leonidas faced off against the Persians. And the Persians were devastating each land they went to, except against Spartans. And because the Spartans are bred and raised male and female from day one to be soldiers, male and female. And they do female, but they leave the females behind because they want because in their mind, back in that day, the females were on top more than men because they could give life. But King Leonidas goes to war with King Xerxes. And he has 300 men. Now, the actual story about it is they had 300 men, but there was a couple of thousand Greeks that were with them, but they got devastated real quickly because they faced off against 8,000 to 10,000 Persians, which they got devastated real quickly, but they held them off for 2 days. And the movie, it's great because it's directed by Zack Snyder, who loves slow-mo. And when you watch this movie, people at the time weren't A-listers. Like Michael Fassbender was in this movie, and Rodrigo Santoro was in this movie. Gerard Butler wasn't that big of a person yet, but he was in this movie. And Lena Headey was in this movie. There's a bunch of A-listers that are in this movie that'll make you go, hey, that's this person. Oh, hey, that's this person. There's tons of A-listers, but they weren't A-listers back then. And Zack Snyder, to his credit, made this better than it should have been. And the movie was only an hour and 50 minutes. At least he didn't make it over 3 hours and make it in space. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. This movie is better than it should have been. When everybody first saw this come out on trailers, a lot of people said that it might have not been that good. But it's defined literally a generation of people. And when you watch it, you feel manly. Even if you're not a man, you're like, okay, I want to go to war. Let me go to war. And then they get betrayed by the hunchback in the movie. And that pretty much seals their fate. And they go from holding them off to after the hunchback is a traitor, they don't hold him off anymore, and they all die. Even King Leonidas. He dies in war, and the Persians win, but they did hold off a bunch of Persians. Even in the real story, they hold off a bunch of Persians. This is like a 8 out of 10 movie. This movie's perfect. I used to have it on Blu-ray, HD DVD. This movie made me fall in love with history. It made me look up everything about it. So if you like history, if you like Zack Snyder, if you like Gerard Butler, you'll like this movie. If you don't like either of them, this movie's not for you. I don't know. But if you like this video, subscribe. I will do whatever top comment says. 10,000 subscribers.